Hello and welcome everyone. It is time for Jim Comics Top Picks for New Comic Book Day. This upcoming Wednesday, December 23rd, 2020. We got another good week of comics coming, and man, oh man, what a time to be collecting. There's just so much stuff happening right now. It's crazy. But anyways, thank you to all my subscribers on YouTube and followers on Instagram. You're all awesome. Love the questions, tips, comments, everything else. So thank you so much being part of this community. Talking about that, I had the pleasure of being on ComicTom's top 10 hot comics of the week. His latest video, it just came out, I believe, early this morning. And yeah, he asked me to be on there, and I was on there. Reggie Collects was on there. Gem Mint Comics was on, and Russ from Millgeek Comics, he's usually on there. He was on there as well. So I had a lot of fun doing that, and made fun of Nick the Knob, and I created a comic just for Nick, comic book cover, because I was introducing Iron Man 225, so I kind of did a parody of that, and of course I had to let the world know that Nick is a knob. I try to do that every video. So I had a few people ask me if I'd sell that comic. I'm like, no, sorry man, it's priceless. I'm not selling. So anyways, thanks to ComicTom for having me on there. He's one of the big guys in the comic industry, or for videos anyways, and man, that was a lot of fun. So thanks to ComicTom for that. And if you haven't checked out the video, go check it out. I'll put the link in the comments below. I want to give a quick shout out to Brett Hess. He's been one of my subscribers on YouTube since pretty much right from the beginning. He also has an Instagram page. He does a lot of artwork and stuff, and he just let me know that some of his artwork is actually going to be on the cover of an exclusive comic book put out by Hive Comics. The comic is I Breathe the Body. It's an Aftershock horror story. That comes out early next year, like end of January next year. He doesn't have an exact date for that, but there's an image of his artwork on the screen. So I just wanted to give him a big congratulations. That's awesome, buddy. That's his first published artwork for a comic book, so that's really cool. I'm still working on mine, and man, it's a lot of work, so I can tell you that. Anyways, congrats to him. And lastly, I want to give a shout out to, I haven't done a comic shop shout out for a while, but this one came from one of my subscribers, Alfred Estrada. He mentioned to me that a bunch of his comic books got stolen from a storage locker that he had them in, and he went around and told the comic shops about it and stuff. And Bedrock City Comics, somebody came in to try to sell them the books, so they kind of delayed him and stuff and called the police. Police showed up, arrested a dude that was trying to sell the stolen comics, and Alfred got all his comics back, so it was a win-win for everybody. So big shout out to Bedrock City Comics. They're in Houston, Texas. Alfred sent me a few photos of the stores. You'll see all those on the screen, and I just want to give them a shout out because that was kudos to them for doing that. And obviously, if you're in the area, stop by, check them out, say hello, set up a pull list. As you know, support your local comic shops. So anyways, we'll get into what I'm looking at this week. I'm going to start with my indies. IDW got Sea of Sorrows #2. I actually really enjoyed issue #1, and I like these black covers they got for cover A. Like cover A is really cool. This one's got the diving helmet with the skull inside it and everything. There is a 1 for 10 cover B for that as well. I don't think I'm going to get that one. I don't even think my shop will bring that many copies in, but definitely I got cover A on my pull list anyways, and I'm enjoying that story, so we'll see where that goes. That's it from IDW. From Image, I've got Ice Cream Man 22. What a great series this has been. I got to talk about Ice Cream Man at the end, so anyways, some stuff coming with that. 2 covers for this one, A and B. Neither one of them is like super crazy hot or anything, but it's a great series. There is, though, a really nice John Gang variant for this one. You'll see it on the screen, and man, oh man, that's an old boy cover. I like that one. I'm not even sure who's selling that. I know if you Google it, you'll come up with whoever's selling it. I should have written that down. I forgot to. But man, do I like that cover. It might be sold out by now. I don't know, but I just saw the image and I'm like, holy crap, that's a nice cover. I like John Gang's stuff. He did that one, that Deceased cover with the Joker. Man, I still love that cover. Anyways, Ice Cream Man 22, rambling on here. Spawn 313, 4 covers for this one. This looks to be the first Plague Spawn, so I'd recommend you pick this one up. Like I say, there's 4 covers for this one. There's cover C and D. There's a color version. It looks like Plague Spawn is on the cover, so try to get that one. And there's also a black and white of that. Try to get either one of those or both if you can. That looks like a good one, so I'm trying to get that one for sure. So definitely getting Spawn this week. From Boom, there's Something is Killing the Children #13. cover A, and then there's a 1 for 25 cover B. So my shop won't be getting the 1 for 25. I'll get cover A. That's all I can get. I don't know. I was looking on Midtown. It's showing issue number 12 is out this week as well, but I'm pretty sure that came out, unless it was delayed, or I honestly can't remember. Anyways, I know I didn't get 12. So yeah, I don't know. I remember showing that image a little while ago, but anyways, look for that if you didn't get 12. DC got Action Comics 1028. I haven't been buying this for a while, but the interesting thing, there's 2 covers for this, by the way, regular and then a cardstock. The cover A says future depends on today, and with the whole future state coming down the road very soon, I'm wondering, because, you know, DC seems to be dropping these cameos of characters and lead-ins to that future state, so I'm not saying buy this one, but definitely if you're in the store and you see it on the shelf, pick it up and flip through it, because there may be a cameo of some of these new characters in this book, so just pick that one. Just think about that when you're in there. Batman Beyond number 50. Series I've been enjoying. It's the last issue in the series. 2 covers for that one. I'm going to pick it up just because it's the last one, and I'm really hoping we'll see what happens with Constance Gustinov. I still say she's coming back as a female Blight. Yes, there you go. Couldn't remember his name. Anyways, and Batman White Knight, Harley Quinn number 3 is out this week. 2 covers for this one. You should be getting your first full starlet in this. She's on cover B again. If you remember in the last issue, you had cover A and B, and she was on the cover of B, just kind of in the background there, and she had a brief cameo in this issue 2, so number 3 should be her first full appearance. And I recommend getting... I know right now everybody's focusing, I mean, I got the Star Wars books in the background, everybody's focusing on Disney and Disney Plus and everything else, but don't forget that DC is definitely paying attention to what Marvel's doing, and you know, all the other studios and everything else, they're going to want to cash in on this, because streaming, I've said it before, streaming services are the future, so just there's going to be lots of stuff coming. Anyways, that's it from DC. From Marvel, big one from them this week, King in Black number 2. Bunch of covers for that one. I kind of like cover A the best, to be honest with you, but you get what you want on that. I'll show a bunch of the images on the screen, and this is the main title. I'm getting the main title all the way through. I'm not getting all the tie-ins. I said that before this even started. I'll get some of them, but for the most part, I'm not picking them up because I find they're just kind of fillers, to be honest with you. Unless it's a title I'm already on my pull list, I'm not going to bother picking it up. King Size Conan one shot. This is kind of interesting. I wasn't going to get this one, but then more I looked into it, it's a big anniversary issue. There's a whole bunch of different stories and everything else in it, but Kevin Eastman, which is really interesting, he's writing and drawing his first Marvel story, so that's kind of interesting. I'm going to definitely pick that one just for that. Whole bunch of covers for this one, and to be honest, again, I like cover A the best out of all the covers. There's some limited ratio covers and everything else, but a lot of the covers I'm like, yeah, I don't know, I'm not so into those. But anyways, that's all the books I'm looking at this week, folks. So my picks this week, I got Spawn 313, Plague Spawn. It's your first appearance of him, and try to get cover C or D. You got the color version, the black and white, because I think that's Plague Spawn on the cover. That looks really cool. You got Batman White Knight, Harley Quinn number 3, your first full starlet. And she's on the cover of cover B, so try to get cover B. If you're only going to get one, get cover B for sure. If you get her first full enter on the cover, that's long term. That's a good one. King in Black number 2. How can you not be buying that? It's just a great series. I mean, I know I'm a Donny Cates fan. I love his writing. I love what he's brought to the stories and the. I mean, you think, I've said it before, but think about what Marvel was putting out before Donny Cates came on the scene. Man, what a load of garbage. Some of that was just so bad. But anyways, Action Comics 1028 is kind of an honorable mention this week, just because I kind of have a feeling, just with the title of that, there's going to be a lead into the whole future state, so pay attention to that, because Bendis is writing that one, and he has a habit of doing that kind of stuff. So anyways, that's it. That's all I got for you as far as books. I just had Star Wars books in the background just because, man, everything's Star Wars, and I watched... I'm not going to talk about Mandalorian, or at least give away any secrets about what happened in The Last Mandalorian, but am I the only one that almost started crying on that one? I'm like, good Lord, what the hell's happening here? Jon Favreau, man, I got to tip the hat to that guy. He's revived my my love of Star Wars, because the last few movies they put out, I did not, I don't know, the direction they were going, I didn't like it at all. But this Mandalorian in 2 seasons has rekindled my love of Star Wars. Everything he's done is just fantastic. He's tied in so much of the original stuff and what made Star Wars popular to begin with, and good Lord, thank God he's doing that series. And obviously you got all the, I've shown a lot of these books. You got 1, 2, you got 81, you got 68, 42. Anything Boba Fett these days is just going bonkers. And these 1 and 2, man, those are so many first appearances in those first couple books. Man, get those. And then because of Star Wars, I had to go haul a bunch of my old books. I found I had an old Star Wars storybook from 1978. This thing came out. It's actually it's kind of the story, but it's all in picture, not a comic book, but it's pretty cool. So I had that. I'm just going to show you a few of my, it's kind of a show off here. And then I had, when I was a kid, somebody got me this Empire Strikes Back sketchbook for Christmas one year, and it's got all these awesome sketches of all the different all the stuff inside, the AT-ATs and weird sketches of what Yoda was gonna look like. But then the cool thing is talking about Boba Fett. There's a whole section on Boba Fett, some early designs for Boba Fett and everything, which is pretty cool. And then they actually have Slave One as well. They had some of the sketches for Slave One, which, man, I love that ship. It's just such a cool looking ship. I got to build a model of one of those, because that would be really cool. And there's loading, looks probably Han Solo into the slave there and everything else, but some of the detail is pretty cool. A lot of pictures of Slave One in here, which I really like. So yeah, that's a cool book, man. I hung on to all these things when I was a kid, and then I got my my big treasury Star Wars. I've read that backwards and forwards. The last one I'm going to show you is in 1980, when Empire Strikes Back came out. Burger King had this big fold-out thing you get, and then you go in and you pick up all these little stickers sets. So you'd get a set of 4 and you'd fill up. So I got them all as a kid, and I actually I guess my OCD was kicking in, because I made sure they were all perfectly lined up. So anyways, yeah, I got all the stickers and everything on. That came out in 19. It's 40 years old, man. I hung on to that for 40 years. It looks pretty good still, though. That's pretty awesome. Anyways, I just had to show you that because I was digging through stuff. One book coming down the road, which I really want to talk about, and make sure you got this one on your pull list. I just recently on Instagram showed, I can put an image on the screen. It was Haha #1. Wanted Comics had an exclusive cover that came out, and CBSI put out a post on this about a week ago on the 12th, and then it was supposed to go up for sale, I think on the 14th or 15th, and then the site crashed because so many people were trying to buy it. And then I posted on the 16th about it, that it was coming back up on the 17th for sale again. And I don't normally recommend exclusive covers, but this one's a really good one. Not just because it's an awesome cover, but this is by Maxwell Prince, who did Ice Cream Man, as you all know, which is a great series. These one-shot horror stories. That's issue 1, and then issue 2 is right there. And the interesting thing with this is that Haha #1 comes out on January 13th, 2021, so not too far away. I really hope you got on your pull list, because it's going to be the same format, one-issue horror stories revolving around clowns and everything else. And then in issue, I believe it's 3 or 4, it's going to cross over with Ice Cream Man, so he's obviously building his horror universe kind of thing. So I have a real feeling that this one's going to take off just like Ice Cream Man. And with Quibi kind of going by the wayside, it kind of was a stupid idea format anyways, these 10-minute videos only on your phone. Like, why would you not do it for TV? But anyways, so it's likely going to get picked up by somebody else at some point. And if they do it right, man, especially if they start, like I say, they're going to be crossing this Haha over with Ice Cream Man. Yeah, definitely get it. It's got a real good chance. And the cover, this is issue number 2. The cover art for this one was Nimit Malavia did this one. And I don't know if that's a guy or girl, but anyways, that person, Malavia, is doing the cover B for issue 1 of Haha as well. So obviously it's the same kind of group of people all involved. So definitely pick that up, because that's going to be one of those ones that takes off, and then you're going to be looking for it, and you're not going to get it for cover price. I can tell you that. So get it now while you can pre-order it for cover price. So that's all I got for you, folks. I hope you got your Star Wars stuff, because man, is it blown up, as you know. And don't forget about Key Collector Comics app. I forgot to mention at the beginning. Great app, ton of info. Nick is a knob, but the info on there is amazing. I use it all the time. Free download, as you know. Put in the code Jim Comics on there, and you get a free 1-week trial. And away you go. So that's all I got for you, folks. Take care. Happy hunting. Talk to you later in the week. Bye for now.